Ladyashtv. Today we're talking about 10 areas of your life that you need to do an audit to ensure that you are on the right path for 2020. Now, first area is spirituality. When you think about your spiritual life, what does that mean? Have you been going to church regularly? Have you been putting God first? Have you been doing the things that resonate with you in terms of your spirituality? Now, not everybody is a Christian, so I'm not here to preach religion, but just to say to you, are you connecting with your higher self? Are you connecting with the God of the universe that created us all and whatever you perceive God to be in your life? Because even within Christianity, there are several different denominations. So what I'm asking you is, are you in connection with the God of love, the God of peace, the God of joy that supports you in everything that you do, and that has been with you for 2019 and before, and that will take you through 2020 and beyond? Or what do you need to do in the area of spirituality to grow and become closer to God? I know for me, this year in particular, I want to work on just spending more time with God. I want to do more meditating. I want to connect more to God and listen more to what He has to say for my life, because there are times when I get very, very creative and I just get carried away with all the things that I personally want to do sometimes, and things that excite me. The things that excite me are not necessarily what God wants me to do, so I need to just sit and listen more, and sometimes just ask God for the next step, and that's something I need to focus on for 2020. The next area of your life you want to look at is your physical fitness. Am I fit enough? Am I in good shape to do the things that I want to do, to go the places I want to go? I know for me, last year for me was really a challenging year in the fitness department. I had some personal growth in my body that were hampering me from running, and so I was not doing a lot of the 5K running that I normally would do. I would stay home and I did my in-house exercises, and I switched from running and I started playing tennis with my friends on a Sunday morning, and tennis was fabulous. I really enjoyed that. But I tend to be much of a loner, and I like to do things that I can do on my own. And with tennis, I always need somebody else. But it was really, really nice having my two friends who came out with me on a Sunday morning to play tennis, and we just had a really good time commenting on what we're doing and just having fun. It was really empowering, and I really enjoyed that. But not to ignore the fact that I still had a physical challenge and a health challenge that I needed to take care of. So I went to Florida for a conference to strengthen my spiritual area and to just connect with people of like mind, and to learn and to find new ways of connecting with God. And I had the opportunity to run around Miami, and I did so for several days, but then I started feeling ill, and unfortunately I had to get an emergency surgery like within 2 weeks after that, or less than 2 weeks, to take care of the growth that I had. And so of course I was not physically fit for the entire year, because for a period of 7 weeks I really had to be recuperating, just walking again, and just moving around, and it was in fact a challenge. But 11 weeks after that, I showed up for myself. I decided to walk because I couldn't run, and challenged myself to be on the podium in Jamaica at a 5K event walking. And so I made that, and I did that, and that was fantastic. And yes, I came second twice and I won once, and so that for me was just tremendous, because I never knew I had walking in me. I know I was a runner, but not a walker. But just to tell you that you can't limit yourself, because there is so much to enjoy. So just find a sport that you like, find an activity that you like to do, and get physically fit. So if you're not there, then you need to go there. If you're already doing things, don't rule anything out. because I didn't know I was a walker. I knew I played a little tennis before, but I didn't know I was a walker until that showed up for me, and I did well. So this year I am challenging myself. I'm gonna learn to swim. Yes. And so, you know me, I'm not just gonna learn to swim, I am going to be a swim champion, right? So what does that mean? I really want to do a triathlon. I want to do a triathlon relay with my brother. I think that for me is going to be very important, because I remember when I was running, he came on board and he supported me running, and that's how he started to run. So now I want to try what he does. He runs, but he also does triathlons. And before I can even start, I have to learn to swim. So that's the first step. And that's not going to be easy. I will be documenting some of the journey so that you can see that. But right now I'm just starting small. I'm trying to run again, because part of the triathlon is a 5K run. So I have to get back my running legs. I think I have recovered significantly from the surgery, so I'm not even thinking about that. So it's swimming, running, and cycling. So I'm in for a treat this year. And you know, you just have to really put yourself in that space in order to push and move forward. So I give thanks to God for being able to, you know, have gained back some weight and to be able to start exercising again. So look at that area of your life and see where you are. And I'm not saying go run, just find a physical activity that works for you. I will be doing an at-home workout sessions. So persons who don't want to go to the gym are just not confident enough yet to go out, I'll be doing those sessions, and you can watch me work out just by skipping and just doing basic exercise to keep fit and to be healthy. The next area of your life you want to think about is your social life, your social activities. Now, I was living in St. Catherine, which is far from my friends and my family and from all the activities that are happening. And unfortunately, after driving for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour every evening, I would be so tired I'd just, stay home most of the time. So now I'm back in Kingston. I am making a conscious effort to go out and do more and to support my friends who are in the arts and who are doing various activities and who have small businesses who do different things. So I'll be spreading my wings and supporting others and going out and enjoying myself and being more a part of my Steppers running club. That is my church's running club, UCT Steppers. Just go out more with them and support them. Some more, even if I'm not running or participating, just go out and be there for them, because they are my spiritual community and we are like-minded. So it's fabulous to socialize with them. Also want to make new friends and to do different things. Another area that you want to look at is your emotional space. For me, this has been one of the greatest areas that I've grown in, and when I get my assessment and my audit from my friends from last year, they said, "Oh, Shawn, you have done so well." I can still see that I have to grow. I need to not go from 0 to 10 so quickly. I tend to just have a zero tolerance for nonsense because I think it's just a waste of time. But I need to step back, and I need to be stronger for myself. It is hard when everybody comes to you for advice and you for ideas, and then there's really nobody to support you when you need some support. So I have learned to take a step back and to assess situations and not be so reactive about it. Another area of your life that you need to audit and to see how you can improve is your work area, your vocation. See where you can improve in your area of work. If you get feedback from your employers and the people that you work with, take the feedback. Some of us are hungry for feedback. We don't get any feedback at all, so you really don't know where you are. But just continue to work on you and improve you. Do small courses. There are lots of courses online that you can pay like $11, $20 for. That will give you end-to-end hands-on training in various areas. Just take it on as a challenge, take it on as an upcycle project for you. That is what I do whenever I'm exposed to new technology and new areas that I'm not familiar with. I just do a course, and that gives me the confidence I need in that area. So I'm always committed to doing that, and will continue to do that for 2020. There are some courses specifically that I am working towards. There are some certifications that I'm working towards. I will be doing that continuously for 2020. Another area you need to look at is your financial area. Probably you want to go on a financial diet. Just think about the areas where you can have a leaner lifestyle, spend less money, and do more things for you, and have a budget for 2020. Really stick to the budget and save, and see how you can invest the money that you do have. Look at avenues and ways in which you can earn more money. There are lots of opportunities on the internet, and I'll be doing videos to support these areas as we go along. Another area that you want to think about is your family. You know, have you been spending much time with your family? Are you working and not really giving back to your home base? Are you spending time with your children, your wife, your husband, your spouse? Do you have a date night going? Do you have specific time that you spend to do specific things with your family? These are things that you need to assess and see if you can do more. I meet up with my family once a year, and last Christmas was so fabulous that I'm like, oh, we should do this more often, because it's not just having them over, but the camaraderie and the jokes and the laughter and the fun, and we cook together. It was really a blessing in my life, and it was really a fantastic way to end the year, to be with my mother and my grandmother, who is 95, my brother and my nieces. It was just so nice. My sister came by as well. She came down from Florida, so she came by as well, and so it was really nice to have family around me for Christmas, and I give thanks for them. And this is an area in my life that I'm going to improve on, to try and spend more time with my family and just appreciate them and love them some more. So that's an area for growth for all of us. See how you can do that and just go for it. For 2020, you need to look at your habits. There are lots of habits that I have for 2020 that I probably need to reassess. I am in the habit of doing some things that are not serving me, and of course it's going to take me at least 21 days to break out of that habit or those habits. So that's an area in my life that I need to work on. I have a lot of good habits, and over time I have become so disciplined in doing what I do, and that is really how I get to pursue my passion as well as my profession, and I strike a very good balance. There are times when I have to turn off passion to focus on profession, and vice versa, but I've been able to manage my time, and through my good discipline and habits, I've been able to do well in both areas. Now, the habit of taking care of my food, the habit of taking food, for example, lunch to work, is something that I need to develop. It's really a discipline, and I just need to find a way of doing it, because when I take lunch, I have a more nutritious meal every day, and it saves me money. So there are some little habits that I want to explore for 2020. Finally, you need to do a SWOT analysis for yourself. Just think about your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities and threats in your life. Of course, you want to focus and expand your strengths, because like every talented person, you're a good artist, but you still can learn more. You're excellent runner, but you have to train. You know, you're a good programmer, but you still have to learn new languages, and so you have to think of ways to strengthen your strengths. Be aware of your weaknesses. We are so aware of other people, what they do, say, where, do all the things, and you are there, and so many things there to address about you, and you don't see them. So you need to do self-assessment, look at your weaknesses and say, okay, these are the weak areas of my life. I need to be stronger here, and just work towards them. Get tools and develop habits to help you to move away from these weaknesses. Look around you for opportunities. In every friend that you have, there is an opportunity. And also, when you're looking for an opportunity in others, also look to be an opportunity for others, to bless others, to give back, and just to create new avenues and new ways of doing things, and to just be there for humankind, because really that's why we are here. And then you look at your environments and you look at your threats. I don't do much for threats. I prepare for them. I conduct condition my mind against threats, especially personal threats, but I don't focus on them. That's God's work. I just let God take care of that. But I try to be cautious because God gives us wisdom as well. So you have to be smart about the places that you go and the things that you do and so on. But there are things that are outside of your control that you really don't have any control over. So for those you pray about and you know they're there, but you don't focus on them. You put contingencies in place if you need to get insurance, whatever you need to do to nullify the threats. But at the end of the day, you don't focus too much on the threats, but you need to be aware of them. After having reviewed these 10 areas, you will get a clearer idea of where you want to go, what you want to do with your life. And it is from this space that you can actually write down your new goals, your new aspirations, and make them SMART goals so that you can have a clear vision for your life for 2020. 2020 vision, right? Cliche, but yeah, for real. So I hope this content was useful to you. I hope it resonates with you. If you do like the content that I'm putting out, please like, subscribe, and share my channel with others. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.